don't talk about intelligence, blah, you have to know who you are talking. Me inna me clothes fitting class. Me shoes not cheap like chicken parts. Check out me Valentino summer shorts. Moschino button shirt with the hearts. Me glass cost 80 Dutch marks. Me the girl them a pre when me a pass. Who that all you there? Them have me inna them carts. Me friend sing a bling a them call a ask. Who is Vybz Cartel? And they making recommendation and remarks. Some say me ugly like Bubba Sparks. Some say me are the best them come across. Me legal firearm a fiberglass. So no rush me with no knife. Me plus me equal the life of mad when me a cool them say start well. Show that all and them place. The producer them are the big man never want voice because that style is new to them. So them feel like it's a sound right. But like the young producer them know like Dan Carleon and Jam 2 and Baby G and John. And them man they give me the strength. They say me I say. Need of a manager when I play, the man determine a fuck butler. So yeah man, the man that carry go everywhere he make me know bounty. You know what I mean? That was mad thing. So we just you see me we're militant you know. So no boy could even try to violate.
Vybz Kartel would become one of the most successful dancehall DJ of all time with smash hits Summertime, Fever, Rampin' Shop, Clark's, Thank You Jaja.
But in thank you, it's just another day. See that. It's just another day. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Wake up this morning, roll out the earth before me start yawning. Don't round bust a kiss for me, darling. Tell her say honey.
Vybz Kartel has collaborated with international artists such as Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott.
Freedom Cartel. Wagwan baby.
Despite all the success and stardom Vybz Kartel had, he found himself in life-altering consequences from bad decisions. Kartel was arrested in September of 2011 for the murder of a Jamaican businessman, Barrington Burton. He was then charged with the murder of another man, Clive Lizard Williams. Protesters gathered outside the courthouse in support of Vybz Kartel's innocence, and international rapper Busta Rhymes was there to support the DJ through his trying time.
I am of the Jamaican descent, so I have to come back and honor how I was raised, the cultural significance that made Busta Rhymes, and at the end of the day, I just want to support the family of Cartel and just support everything that is right.
How did one of Jamaica's greatest dancehall DJ of all time, who literally had the world at the palm of his hands, end up behind bars serving life? This is the rise and fall of Vybz Kartel.
Appeal has upheld the convictions of dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel.
There was thousands and thousands of people who broke barricades and people were cheering and campaigning for the freedom of Cartel. Wagwan baby.
Addicted to money and addicted to girl, to fancy ring, naval clothes and pistol, Versace shade, Nautica cologne, Motorola, Cellular, Bentley dreams and tire with Amaral, some fat chain with diamond big like.
Vybz Kartel was born at Deja Azim Palmer on January 7, 1976. He grew up in the community of Waterhouse in Kingston, but later moved to the community of Waterford in Portmore, St. Catherine. He attended Calabar High School in Kingston, but unfortunately he was expelled at the age of 16, and this came as a big disappointment to his parents, especially his mother. He then attended a tutorial technical school where he completed his education, and he performed extremely well in mathematics, geography, literature, and English. He then decided to pursue a music career, and his dad thought this was a big waste of time. So of course, Vybz Kartel had something to prove, and of course he would.
When we used to go Calabar, you know, me and my brother them used to play really at lunchtime and them thing, on decks and them thing, you see. And the one of them say Cartel, the one of them say Addy, because them tell them name Addy, you know. They must say Addy, have it. And they say, alright.
He was already fascinated with music from a very young age by his two aspiring musician uncles, so they motivated him further. He considered popular artists like Will Smith, Charlie Chaplin, Papa San, Ninjaman, and KRS-One as heroes, and he started writing lyrics at just the tender age of 10.
Music was in my family. My uncles were DJs. They never really made it, but from growing up, they were always DJing around sound systems, and I was always there watching.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just
totally fascinated.
Fascinated, involved, you know what I mean? So
yes.
It was just my calling.
So you knew then that you were going to be a big
Most
star?
Definitely. That's what everybody says in their mind, but I was saying that, but I was really working towards it at the same time. And knowing that I was a musician from even before I started even writing.
And you started at 10?
Yeah, professional, not semi-professional, like going out on penny concerts, local community stage shows, you know what I mean?
In 1993, he released his first single, Love Fat Woman, for Alvin Reid's label, One Heart, under the name Buju Banton, as a tribute to one of his role models, Buju Banton. He continued to record more tracks for local producers until 1996, when he formed his own group, Vybz Kartel, along with his friends Mr. Lee and singer Escobar.
Baby, you know your man is there. Right away, I feel fair, never. Vybz Kartel. Some you say my girlfriend. I just want to express my emotions. Hey, Escobar, sing out for ya.
Baby, we belong together.
You hear that, girl?
Unfortunately, the group didn't last long, but Vybz Kartel would modify the name and he kept it on as a solo artist. In 1998, he would gain the attention of popular dancehall artist Bounty Killer, and soon he would become a protege of the Killer himself. None of this would have been accomplished if Vybz Kartel's manager Butler wasn't so relentless in getting his name and image out there to the masses. His writing ability was so unique and unmatched that a project he was working on, his manager thought it sounded like a perfect fit for Bounty Killer.
So what you mean by that? I say, yeah man, but he didn't like the idea. I could tell, you know? But he didn't really come out and say it to me, say no. I guess he trusted my vision or my knowledge and just say, all right. So how will I get this to Bunty? I say, don't worry yourself. I took him to the studio, did a demo, went to the car wash all by myself. Come know Bunty staying. Bunty's not a man you can just go car wash and walk up to like that. It's gonna take you hours or probably days to get to talk to him. Because even though I met him before, I still can't just see Bunty and just walk up to him like that, you know. So I wouldn't take Cartel on that journey. You know, I had the time, so I go to the car wash and I will sit. Sometimes Bunty don't even turn up, and I had to leave. But one day, eventually, he turned up and I gave him the cassette. It was actually 2 songs on the cassette that I gave him. So he took the cassette and said, okay, he's gonna listen to it. So one morning now, just dropped off my baby mother at work. She used to work at a Ministry of Labor. And when I was on East Queen Street going back to Portmore, my phone rang. I answered the phone, and the man said, Butler Wagwan. I said, who this? He said, Bunty. I said, yeah, it's Bunty. Come off on my phone, man, about Bunty. I hang up. So the phone ring back again. I said, yo, who this? What you want? Man said, Butler want you. You can't believe that Bunty killer call you. So that time I said, no, Bunty for true, because my phone never ring it and his Bunty killer. He's always face to face with talk. And him say, yo, we listen to the tape and me and God did a drive go over Elsha. And we listen to the cassette. Boy, bad man. Him say, when an artist good, him good, but a youth time wicked.
And the rest would be history. Soon Vybz Kartel was on stage performing with the warlord himself. Vybz Kartel would sign a 3-album record deal with Green Sleeves in 2000. Like many new artists in the game, Vybz Kartel would face his ups and downs as a newbie in one such incident at Reloaded while he was performing on stage with one of his many inspirations, Buju Banton, who would grab the microphone from him during his performance, but he was quickly reprimanded by Bounty Killer.
never sleep tonight. You will never find me tonight. No, this is not patient. Well up. I don't know this is something you can't. This is what the young artists don't like that in the eyes of the public. You have such an example. So me I say, as I make one tune and I'm DJ for the people, and if now overdo it, don't even get in the chorus. But in a way, that's no disrespect, but how we fit on
and he broke out on his own in 2002 with a string of solo hits including Guns Like Mine, Bad Man and Most High, along with some collaborative hits with reggae singer Wayne Marshall. He was also crowned DJ of the Year in 2002 at Stone Love Sound System's 30th anniversary party, so this meant that the DJ had officially arrived amongst the Jamaican dancehall community.
How do you feel about the fact that you were the only artist to emerge in 2002?
Well, Mr. Williams, it's a very responsible feeling that, knowing that right now Jamaica people really, the attention span of a regular Jamaican right now is towards dancehall music due to its currency. You know what I mean? It's very short. So right now, for no one said the people really put Vybz Kartel as the hottest new thing on the market. It's a responsible feeling, it's a feeling where make me have to try work harder to maintain this level or even go higher, you know what I mean? So the feeling right now, that's a responsible feeling.
Me inna the city class, the shoes not cheap like chicken parts. Put me Valentino summer shots, mosquito about the shirt with the heart. The glass pass, skating up smart. Me got them agree with me and pass. Who that all you there? Them have me inna them guards. Back of food and them.
Some believe that Sting is where you were tested.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. And for Sting, for me right now, and the international scene is a very good marker. You know what I mean? Because most places I've been internationally, people always tell me that the Sting cassette is the first cassette that really saw Cartel on. You know what I mean? Regardless of Cartel being around in Jamaica for quite a while, you know what I mean?
Before?
Yeah, but the Sting cassette, most people that I do foreign shows abroad, they always say, yeah, the Sting cassette, the full suit of white, the whole vibe and energy, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So Sting definitely was a great help,
and those who say that Sting is like the university of dancehall,
definitely.
You have to get graduated from Sting.
Definitely.
Before you can be truly accepted.
Yeah, because Sting really determine an artist's future for the following year, you know. Yeah, because Sting right now is like the ultimate dancehall festival. So, you know what I mean? A year, so you prove yourself worthy towards the new year, you know what I mean?
And just a year later, he would join Bounty Killer's newly found alliance, and he would break on a worldwide level, releasing Up to the Time to wide acclaim. While he was making headlines thanks to an onstage clash with the Ninjaman during Sting Festival in Cartel's hometown of Portmore, would Vybz Kartel let another one of his inspirations insult him on stage?
That boy can be kill the all of them. Kill that nigga, tell the fool, go play ball again. Shoot Ninjaman, then he play at the court stall again. Well, then I'll call him out. Say, Ninja! Come on, no! Come there, like a pro! We done with the war. We start with alliance, now we come with the war. We say me a cook and me a drink white rum with the war. Back up with the war. Don't touch up with the war. Only a ninja kill a ninja.
Nice and lovely people. Still I leave. I think I really love the fans. I love the one. So, listen to me.
Come on, that's a cameraman. You better shot. You are no star.
all who go on differently still. I have to burn out Cartel because where I'm going with Ninjaman, because you don't know Ninjaman is the real big man from 1988 him in the business. He that thing Cartel go on with a Portmore live. Him know me, I want to have fans, but he that thing him go on with, I'm not support it straight.
The planned clash was highly anticipated, but members of Cartel's crew assaulted Ninjaman on stage, so there was chaos and there were numerous arrests and the future of Sting coming into question. This forced the Vybz Kartel to make a public apology while announcing a truce with Ninjaman during a press conference that was held 4 days later.
You never invite him to lick him down here and your friend them with battle.
That Supreme Promotions was not involved in setting up any clash.
Promotions boss Isaiah Lang boosts the clash credentials of his favorite DJ.
Who would your ideal clash candidates be at Sting 2003?
Ninjaman with anybody.
If someone who wants to die, the best place to go is on stage with Vybz Kartel.
That took place at Sting.
Yeah, well, this is Vybz Cartel, you know what I mean? The press release for Supreme Promotions, and I just like the fans out there to know that, first of all, I got to apologize, firstly and foremostly, to Ninjaman, Desmond Valentine, who has been really an icon in a dancehall for over like 15 years. And the whole incident is such an unfortunate incident, but we just wish firstly to apologize to Ninjaman. Then to the promoters of the event, you know what I mean? No blame is to really be laid on the promoters of the event, you know what I mean? Then next to the fans of both Ninjaman and Vybz Kartel, to the media and to onlookers, you know what I mean? Both here and internationally, because this looks like a really bad time for this to happen in the face of dancehall music now and where it is heading.
Security is supposed to be there to protect the artist. The artist is all booked under Supreme Promotion. You see, if anything happens to Ninjaman, Supreme Promotion is the fault. Yeah? So them have to know, so them have to take some of the blame too. Now the artist, because man a black man, and every man bleed red blood, and every man eat it. So if you push me, I can push you back.
That when get on stage, it's not necessary. But Ninjaman a walk and a look that off stage. That's why those little youth, they are young, you know. They are very young, and they are irresponsible. They don't think as far as a bounty killer. So when he mess around Cartel and them little friend them not gonna say avoid him like bounty. Them all run up in hand. So Ninjaman for know. And him friend them when him talk about, me never see none of them on the stage with him. When some little beanie baby like Smurf run out and kick him down.
Even though he apologized for the public incident, it did affect his commerciality, and he would catch the attention of those in authority who already had reservations about the message in his music.
They know that I can sell their products, but you know the whole corporate image and the whole thing that they have to maintain. They say Vybz Kartel break that image at Sting.
The songs glorify a certain type of response. If a man diss a woman, you must not take it. If a man diss you, you must not take it. In other words, it encourages intolerance.
So trust me, if all the gun taught them on curse words in a Vybz Kartel song never already label him as possibly a dangerous artist in Nice Clean People, this incident with Ninjaman surely did. More Up to the Time would land in 2004, and the same year Vybz was nominated for a MOBA award in the UK, although that was quickly withdrawn along with those of Beenie Man and Sizzla over concerns with the lyrics representing homophobia.
I wonder, if me tell them already. Them not ban me. Why should you apologize? Me apologize here, me a bad man. Let me tell you something. Me's a Jamaican diplomat.
Up to the time, you know it's called Caliber Specialist. Okay, Beenie Man.
Inevitably, this would bring chaos to the killer-led camp. 2004 would see Vybz Kartel make several attempts at engaging in a lyrical warfare with fellow DJ Assassin, but he was ignored and Spragga Benz took on the challenge.
Spragga Benz as a elder in the business, you know what I mean, took it upon himself to really intervene in a clash between two young artists, you know what I mean. Roach don't involved in a foul fight.
2004 would end without Vybz Kartel making an appearance on the Sting Festival.
No place for Kartel at Sting. You really don't think Vybz Kartel is hot?
Not really. Last year he was hot.
They can't touch this. Most girls love me.
JMT album dropped in 2005, but that year would see as many headlines as hits as Cartel and the Bounty Killer fell out, trading insults in the Jamaican press as accusations of stolen girlfriends, baby fathers, and bogus songwriting credits flew. Cartel would be out of the Killer-led alliance a year later, immediately joining forces with one of Bounty's biggest enemies, Beenie Man.
I now pronounce you husband and wife in the day.
Mr. Davis, firstly, hold this then, picture man, photographer. Listen me, I have to shake the hand and welcome you to the club, because as you know, I'm Mr. Portmore. Beenie Man say him love Angel. He say he might invite the Doomsday Cartel. Me rise up at the wedding and everything start well, because the request she have on a 10 million.
Any man where you switch from the alliance and go power with a fish. Lever Cartel, you mash up your life, idiot. What up? Oh, me for this Spragga Ben see you. When me know Spragga long before you, youth. And Spragga never do you nothing. Oh, me for this assassin. When I know before you, I ask you what you and these people have. You cannot even explain it. And you never even be a man and say, well, killer, me want you to fight them because of this. You play a bitch like Fishini the fish and plan behind my back. Lever! Listen me. Wanna see me in the paper? I say Cartel is a girl. It look disrespectful, no? Make me explain why I said that. Dirty Angel couldn't call ladies off to sing it. She couldn't call Tanya Stevens. She couldn't call Spice. And they are all female. Oh, she fi call Cartel to come sing against her ex-boyfriend and talk about, you know your baby daddy. No bad man think that. Or bad man fi go sing with girl against her ex-man. He that time did go sing a song with Fishini. And look like bad man a team up with Batman fi fight Batman. Or bad man a team up with Falling Angel Dirty Girl. Yo, that you that lose it, you know. Me don't know what get to him head, you know. After Killer bring him and stand up against Buju Banton one time and this him, you know. When Buju grab the mic from you 2001 over Portmore, you know, boy. Yeah, come tell me boy you come from Portmore. Where your Portmore friend them did when Buju grab the mic from you?
So the argument is simple here. Two bulls cannot reign in one pen.
Pussy, you no kill and not a bitch like you. Inna your goated, shatter itch like glue. Bumbo, you come and make one bag of nice butter, you don't pee me a make. Gunpowder inna your face, freshen up your pussy breath. Must it work you a take when you say me gun miss, but your tongue can under Antone.
He then released a series of diss tracks aimed at Bounty Killer's new protege Movado. After splitting with the Bounty Killer-led alliance in 2006, Cartel formed the Portmore Empire.
I did the empire. Never brat, never strap with the empire. Black Rhino was shot with the empire. Those are medicine, real killer. Head get steel billa, which crew a meal in a empire.
A group of dancehall DJs and singers from his Portmore neighborhood that he signed to his newly founded Adija Him Not Nice Records. The members included Popcorn, Devra Bratt, Gaza Slim, Sean Storm, Sheba, Gaza Indu, Tommy Lee, Singing Maxwell, Singer Blinger, Lenny Matic, Lisa Hype, Gaza Kim, Black Rhino, Ja Vinci, Dosa Medicine, and Marital Family.
Money, ha. Make teacher laugh out like a Santa.
The lyrical warfare between Movado and Cartel soared to dangerous heights. It's either you were repping Gaza for Vybz Kartel or you were repping the Gully side for Movado. Selectors were being told what they can and cannot play, and you wouldn't dare to play a Gaza song on the Gully side. It was truly a frightening period. In 2007, a press conference was called to address the impact the music was having on the youths.
A bag of Cartel play, bag of Movado play, bag of Assassin, bag of everybody. And the beach, nice. Anybody can tell you. We play for about hour and something on the beach, nice. So how Cartel for come tell we about don't play no Movado. Look how far we are Movado. You can't tell with that youth.
Oh, happy day.
The problem with Vybz Kartel and Movado lyrics don't really need that.
Because so many times in this country, it ends up with people being dead or seriously injured.
There's still records out there now by the name of Mofrado and Mr. Palmer.
Informer them, Cartel, you're Palmer them, you're pussy, you're informer. New name for informer, Mr. Palmer. Grudge me for me X5, so me sing the psalms.
T-boy, no bad like even my shows late. Hey, sing a thing, I want some pussy. None of them pussy there. Can't call Mr. Palmer informer, send him to the bomber. This cartel ya go get murder like your father. Real life war run rather. Me never kill a barber, but if I so rise the llama. Be a bad man named Palmer.
So once the lyrics don't change and once they don't really take ownership of what is happening, the situation is not going to improve.
For a minute, everybody was looking grown and things seemed to be going down the right path. In 2007, we even had Vybz Kartel and Bounty Killer making amends at De La Splash in De La Vega City in Spanish Town.
God, them give Bounty Killer award or Vybz Kartel award. So for that, I'm grateful. Say it there. Borderline. Hold the award there. Hey Della, in the man where you snap. Make sure us something will come out of the pot. Don't have no food when no sleep down well.
In 2008, Corey Todd, an American businessman, signed Cartel to an endorsement deal for Vybz Rum. The relationship between Todd and Cartel developed into a business partnership. Together they launched Daggering Condom and Street Vybz Rum. Todd then purchased one of Jamaica's most popular dancehall nightclub at the time, Asylum, and it became the home to their weekly event called Street Vybz Thursday. However, Street Vybz Rum production was stopped in 2011 because of a disagreement between Cartel and Todd. However, the collaboration resumed in 2012 as the two settled their differences. While Vybz Kartel was making all these big business moves, he was engaged in a lyrical warfare with Movado. So that means that the peace conference that they had in 2007 was declared null and void, and them start lick off each other head in on a nice clean people.
I keep hoping that you do something different. I figured if someone was going to give me a challenge, it'd be you. Better luck next time.
Clean, Karukin, boof, japa, nice clean people. Let me tell you something. I've never seen diss songs have such an impact on people where they felt that they were all a part of it. You understand? So everyone was waiting on December 26, 2008 to see who are going to take the crown that night for the clash. Would it be Gaza or Gully?
Jerky die. Don't ramp with me, look a boy.
Some boy don't know about bad man thing, them are just songwriter.
Someone say them intelligent and them are idiot. Them not no moral. Because if you are DJ about my mother, you just have to tell me if you just DJ the worst things about your mother. I call your mother crying, but you want me know. I'm not going to do them things because he's an intelligent youth, he's not an idiot. Cartel even 5% near to my level. Reach 100.
Hey singer, me you a call songwriter. I'm a Movado a barber where you put powder pan man feel.
You have to understand, one in the same but two different things. So you not talk about intelligence, barber boy, you have to know who you are talking to and teach this. You see me I say, and you have to know say right now young girl talk things because I don't know if you get to you. I will say Javinci will live right around the road from where you live. I will say Black Rhino, I will say Big Yard, I will say Hungry Town, Lockdown Gallins, I will say 12 years.
No, we can't call this one. We're gonna have to do it again in February. We're looking forward for that, yeah?
Alliance for life to the world! Yeah. All like alliance and drop asleep.
Mavado, let me tell you, I'm an artist, you know. Mavado, run out of lyrics. Repeat lyrics, and then re-forward that lyrics. That will make a ring clash. And if you have it on tape, you can know. So, Cartel, you're the man.
Gully got run out of tune. Billy more a casket. Mavada all the way, Mavada straight.
Gaza is there. Cartel straight, Gaza straight.
Gully God we saying.
The Gully come down for the Gaza there, deep sea. Deep sea Gaza there.
I think the battle is not finished.
25 years me I come and sting. Me know when Shabba, a ball, and Super Cat a fling back in the crowd. That's not a clash. That's not a clash, and the argument no circle. In my estimation, is a draw.
How it becomes a draw?
That's what the articles are saying. Right?
But why? Hold on, you may say the next morning after Sting, everybody, hold on now, Sting go on Friday, Saturday morning, right? Saturday evening, every paper come out. So Gully God, don't it?
That's what's being said.
Okay, so hold on now. How comes Monday after now? Mr. Paper come out about Jah. I'm not going to war on Jah.
You have to big up your scene ball, because my run of that scene, but officially right now, he is the second fastest man in the world. It's serious. Baba, the fastest man in the world, but we have a thing we said, don't run.
Baba boy embarrassing fans, we can't believe him run with him bands. Him sing one tune 2 times, when teacher run out with 1,000,000 songs.
I can't believe Cartel died in his homegrown. Gaza, he said, and Mavada came in, dominate the show.
The government is defending its decision to intervene in the dancehall rivalry between DJs Mavado and Vybz Kartel, whose open contempt for each other has divided their fans in what is known as a Gaza-Gully conflict. Jamaica House says it was a matter of responsibility to intervene in the conflict, which has such wide-reaching tentacles. Nadine McLeod has more.
For those who might have doubted the necessity of 4 government ministers meeting with the 2 DJs, Darrell Vaz wanted to make this clear.
The government thought it very important to have this meeting this morning based on the fact and the impact on the 4 ministries that were represented there this morning, being national security, culture, education and information, the impact that this impasse has been having as it relates to these ministries.
And one half of the rivalry, Mavado, seized the opportunity to let it be known that he and Vybz Cartel are by no means foes.
I mean, me and Vybz, we're not really enemies, you know what I mean? So as I speak, me and Vybz right here. You know what I mean? I never threw a stone off a Vybz before. He never done the same, you know what I mean? So it's just about music, but as we say, we have the fans out there, you know what I mean? And people take it to a different level.
Vybz Cartel concurred.
Yeah, well, yeah man, we agree with what my father said a while ago, and as a matter of fact, we have plans to do another collaboration, because you have to remember the first time my father and I did a song, it was a collaboration, you know. Those are the happiest days of my life, so it's like, no, that is what we're bringing back now. So in the beginning of our meeting, so is it in the end of the war. So we're coming back with
After over 1 year of an intense feud between dancehall rival groups Gaza and Gully, the 2009 staging of West Kingston's Jamboree brought this historical moment.
Who wants to the east this morning? What is the family? What is the family? Wow! The
When you talk about intelligence, boy, you have to know who you are talking to.